Hello, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Junk Journal January days 2 and 3. So today I'm combining these two prompts, envelope and tickets. I'm very excited. I'm showing here how I've used envelopes and tickets before. So if you've been in my channel before, you know that I love using envelopes and I like to decorate them. And what I just showed you was how I use it in my personal journal to store tickets from shows, the symphony, things like that. And here I'm showing you raffle tickets that I've collected and some tickets that I made myself. I'm gonna link in the description below the video in which I make my own tickets. If you want to check that out, I'm gonna be using those tickets today. And I'm using a junk mail envelope, which is my favorite junk journaling supply. I just love using junk mail envelopes for everything, especially the windows of those envelopes. And before I start working on the envelope, I'm gonna cover this page with tissue because it's way too red. So I'm using that cream color tissue to kind of mute the red and make it more usable, I guess. So I'm gonna glue this section by section. It's always a little bit tricky to glue tissue, but with this glue stick it works fine. You just have to be patient. I really like the end result, although that bottom corner it's gonna bother me the whole time. You'll see how I try to fix it countless times. Now I'm trimming the excess and I'm adding some washi tape on that side where the tissue paper is not even. I just didn't even measure it properly. I just put a piece of it and then I tried to patch all the areas that didn't have tissue paper. I really didn't like the red. Now I'm cutting off the excess and here we go back to the envelope. This envelope, it's tea dyed, so I dyed it with tea. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, and I decided that I'm gonna use two parts of this envelope. So this one here, it's going to be a pocket in which I want to put tickets, and the part with the window, I had a hard time deciding what to do with it. I didn't know if I wanted to do like a corner thing or a flip out, but I had an idea that it was to make it into a giant ticket. You'll see how I convert that window into a ticket. It's gonna be like a ticket pocket kind of thing. So I'm trimming these two sides and I cut a notch there so that it's easy to see where the pocket it's gonna be. And because I tea dyed this envelope, it kind of separated, so I needed to re-glue it. And here I'm trying to correct that ugly corner, which is gonna look still ugly, but most of it's gonna be covered by the pocket at the end. Trimming some of the excess, and now we go back to work on the pocket. So inking all around. If you notice, the envelope had some print in red, but with the tea dyeing, it bled and it's very faint now, and I really like that. Then I grabbed these two tabs from a box that it's also tea dyed because I want to make an extra pocket for those tickets. So that is a tab from a box of protein bars that I've actually used that box a lot and probably all of my videos for the past month, maybe. But then I decided that the pocket needed some more decorating, so I'm going to stencil these flowers here. And I really like how it's looking. This is an easy way to decorate envelopes, to use them in your journal. If you have white envelopes, stenciling on them, it's very easy and it always turns out great. And if it doesn't, then you can cover it. So now I'm inking that tab, and I'm also going to start to decorating it. So I decided to add another flower. My whole desk moves a lot when I'm doing this. Also, this video is sped up. I don't work that fast. I wish I could be faster. I'm adding some washi tape. So you'll see that there is a lot of pink tones here because that red ink, when it bled out in the envelope, it turned out pink. And when I added the what is the name? The tissue paper on the red paper, it kind of turned pink as well. So I'm adding some pink washi tape. And then I'm adding a postage stamp sticker that is the sunflowers from Vincent van Gogh. I think it looks great next to those other flowers that I don't believe they are sunflowers. I don't know what flowers the stencil is, but they go perfect with the sunflowers. And then I'm stamping number 3 for tickets and number 2 for envelopes. That's the prompt number. And then I'm gluing it as a pocket, so I'm gluing 3 sides, the bottom and the 2 sides. You leave the top open because that's where you're gonna add your things. It was hard to glue that because it's kind of very thick cardstock. It was very hard to glue into the envelope. And I still hate the bottom, so I'm adding more washi tape to cover all the ugliness of the bottom of my page. And this, I'm gonna leave a side pocket as well. You'll see when I show you. So tickets go in there. Those are the tickets I made. As I said, I'm gonna link down below the video where I made those tickets. And then on the side, I put those pink tickets that I got from an amusement park from the beach when we went this summer. So now I'm gonna work on the window. I want to put more tickets inside the giant ticket that I want to make. I'm trimming it to size, and I'm gonna use some of the scrap papers that I put in my pockets. I guess I didn't tell you that part because I did this off camera. I grabbed a lot of scraps that were on my desk and I put them in the pockets I did for the cover prompt, day 1 of Junk Journal January. And I'm collaging here. I also have another video where I show how I collage in the window envelopes to create pockets. So I'm gonna link that video as well in the description box if you want to check it out. But here I'm showing you how I do this. I just add scraps. I ink the piece of paper that it's facing the window and the piece of paper that it's touching the previous piece of paper, if that makes sense. And I leave the extra. I don't cut it to size until the end. Here I thought that you wanted to see more details, so I'm gonna zoom you in. But what I didn't realize that it was too zoomed in and you couldn't see much. So you're not gonna see what's going on at the bottom of the pocket. But then you're gonna see the whole thing at the end, so don't worry about it. I didn't check to see that my zoom in was actually good. I just assumed that I was gonna be in frame, but not a good idea. And then at the top of this new pocket, I guess it's gonna be a pocket as well, I put a little bit of a tea bag. Then I cut all the excess and I put that big sticker that's a postage stamp that it's beautiful, and I thought envelope and postage stamp go together. And then I'm stamping just a random number because I put numbers in all of my tickets. When I make my own tickets, I put numbers in them, and so I put a number in there too. I felt like the sides needed a little bit more of something, so I added some of that floral pink washi tape to kind of tie in the whole theme of the page. And that strip of tickets, it's gonna go in there. And now we need to convert this rectangle into a ticket shape. So I'm showing you that circle punch that I was gonna use, that it's very small. Then I decided to use a larger one, and I decided to cut the corners. I was going to fold the ticket in half. So basically what you want to do is to cut half circles of each corner of a rectangle, and then you have a ticket shape. That's very easy to make. That's how I make them, at least. And I'm inking all around the giant ticket with a window, by the way. So it's a fancy giant ticket. So I'm inking with brown, but then I'm gonna ink with black because I want that that outline that the tickets have. At least the tickets that I make, I use a label stamp to create the outline, so I kind of want to mimic that, and my tickets go in there. Now you can use this same type of pockets with the window envelopes to save any sort of tickets you have. Movie tickets, transportation tickets, whatever you want. And now I'm using another piece of paper. I'm gonna write the prompt's name. So I'm using my brush pen to write envelope and tickets. I didn't write it in Spanish. I thought about it, but envelope is sobre. Tickets, I don't know. I think we just say tickets. Oh no, it could be boleto. I'm not sure, actually. I think it also depends on the country. So then I inked with more black because that's what my sponge had black. And I added a little bit more of that washi tape, and I'm just rounding the corners, and that's it for this combined prompts of envelope and tickets. I really love both of these things. I use them constantly on my journals, so I was very excited to work on this, and I really love how it looks. Oh, and let's check that we did all of those 3 prompts already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time soon. Bye!